Happy Saturday, y'all. What's happening? It's your boy Mark of Mindful Reality, which is the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective, and this is the one and only. You will not find another channel like mine. Often imitated, never duplicated. This is not actually a reality TV topic, though. I haven't been on here in a couple of days. The Big Brother withdrawals are real, but at the same time, it's not really the Big Brother part of it for me, because once the season is over, I'm always ready for it to be over. But just the commentary, the fact that that's going to be for every year the time that I get the most people in the chat, and we can chat and debate about all the different things that happen in the house, the different relationships that are formed, the strategy talk, all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. But the show itself, I'm cool once it's done. 90 days and 3 days a week plus feeds is a third of a year. 1/3 of an entire calendar year. I mean, not exactly a third. You know what I mean. Very significant portion of time, especially if you're doing coverage. Let's see. Hi, Edward. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Marshall. So this is just a check-in to see how everybody is doing. For myself, I've been at a serious lull, and that lull is basically due to work stuff, which is very, very draining for me. So when I clocked out yesterday, because I was doing overtime almost every day this week, it's like overtime, which is great for some extra money in my pocket. But also it was like I'm sitting here doing 10, 11, 12 hours of work every single day. Whoa, where do we get this 47 algorithm surge alert? I do have some mods on here, so that's good. Let's see what this said. Thank you, Marshall, for whatever that was. Now we're back down. Okay. Hey, if you're new, get rid of that one. Thank you, Tasha. The mods are getting put to work today. Yeah, what I was saying, 10, 11, 12 hours of work. Sometimes it's not worth it to do the overtime like that, because I remember when I was like 20 and I was working and I first learned about overtime and time and a half, I was like, I will sell my soul to get this money. I remember doing this factory job, and I was scheduled for 40 hours for the week. I was routinely doing 60 to 70 hours a week, and I was tired. Not burnt out like how I am now, because factory work is way different than working in the mental health field. I was physically tired. I was not really mentally tired, but I was like, I don't need a home life. I don't need rest. I just need money. Now I'm like, I need money, but I need entertainment. I need things that feed my soul, not just work. So right now, I had neglected so many things. So this week I actually went to the doctor to take care of some things I needed to take care of that I was putting off. I did some chores. I cleaned up. I cleaned my car. I got some laundry done. I went to the mall. Now it's getting a little warm. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I was gonna say, if you're new to this channel, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I have channel memberships available where I'm trying to add in some more in-depth conversations, because I'm a little filtered on here just because of things that have happened in the past, but I try to add a little bit of exclusive content at least. I'm working on it. But memberships are inexpensive, $2.99. Hit the super chat, super likes, high tray edits. So yeah, now I'm going out to the track. I'm trying to do a little run because I was in Toronto, 3 weeks ago now. I went there right after my birthday. I had 2 races that I did back to back, Saturday and Sunday. I came back here to New York, and I knew that I was gonna take a couple of days off as a break, but it ended up being 2.5 weeks or so that I have not gone to a gym. I have not gone to the track. That's usually a regular part of my routine, 3, 4, 5 days a week even. So, and I haven't really felt a desire to either. It's not, sometimes I feel like, oh, I need to do this, but when am I going to find the time? It was just more like, I don't feel like it. Today I don't necessarily feel like it either, but I just know myself that when I don't do these routine things for a while, it can snowball. And then I can find myself in a place where I'm having to do all kinds of work to get back what I gained in all these months of work leading up. Because I've put in some work this year to get to where I am. I've had to hit the reset button a couple of times. I mean, the whole year was a year of rediscovery for me, actually, because when it comes to those races, I did a race on the same day that I lost my dad. He died after my race. So I didn't find enjoyment in racing anymore since then, but I rediscovered it. I rediscovered it this year. I kept going, but I wasn't enjoying the races. I was just doing them because that's what I've routinely been doing for the last years. But to find some enjoyment again, it's awesome. And the park is, the track is fairly empty, surprisingly, as I'm looking out at it. Maybe because it's slightly chilly outside, but I don't consider it. It's probably early 70s. I love the fall, by the way. Like, I love the fall. Like, this is my season for real. I love the fall season. I remember somebody telling me fall is depressing. I don't like when everything dies and you see the leaves falling off of the tree. Like, I don't feel any of that. I feel people love the summer. I do not. I'm not a summer person. Like, I'll take a summer probably over a winter, but yeah. I really wonder why there's barely anybody at this track. I mean, it's good for me. I like when there's less people on the track because when there's a lot of people on the track, it's just too crowded and stuff. But I'm still surprised it's a Saturday. Barely anybody here. Oh, you love the fall also, Marshall? So maybe I'll do a lap or two walking, and then when I start running, I gotta turn this back off. Do you have these in y'all area? Hold on. Do y'all have these in your area? In theory, I think they're cool, but people just leave them laying around everywhere. There are these electric scooters that are in certain boroughs, and you can just, I guess you just pay online on the app, and then you can ride the scooter around, and then you can just leave it anywhere. That spot actually isn't a bad spot, but they leave them. There's like 3-4 of them on the sidewalk in front of my house. So.
You know, that's one thing. I'm not a sweater.
Oh, you got them too, Palaver girl? Hey, Chocolate. Oh, you don't have them, Edward? I don't remember. Where are you at again, Palaver? I would see them in Huntsville and Birmingham. This is my track out here. I don't know if I hope my video is not grainy, because I looked at my last one and I was like, I didn't even realize, because it doesn't show me like it's cutting and grainy like that. But I think it's because this weird thing, I have unlimited internet, but yet I get notifications that say that I've used my data up. And I'm like, what does unlimited mean? I don't understand.
That's not funny. Let's go.
All right. Washington State. We're about to see a race. Hold on.
Wait, I already said it.
Okay, I'm not even going to decipher this comment. You're just blocked from the channel. Because I assume what this comment is about. But you're just blocked because I'm not dealing with it. Oh, Washington State. So you're on the west side. Interesting. I've never been over there. I want to go. I want to go to Washington State though. I have a cousin that lives in Seattle, and he has told me that I can come and visit them there anytime, but finding time, it sucks, man. I think to myself, how much time I lose just doing things that I don't like, when I would really like to be out, going places and traveling. My friends are like, oh, I'm going to Dubai. Oh, I can't wait for my 3-week vacation in Europe. I'm like, how do y'all have the time and the money? What am I doing with my life that I can't do these things? I guess there's a few reasons. One, I've left so many jobs over the years. So unfortunately, I don't have a max amount of time off stored up to be able to use. That's one factor. sometimes because of the way that I've left these jobs, I have had to dip into savings and reserves to be able to maintain myself. Because one thing is, I'm always big on I don't let anybody own me. So I've had these stalemates before with many companies where they've been telling me things that go against my value system, or even if it's not my value system, I'm like, the math ain't mathin' with what you're telling me to do and what you're paying me. So it's either I'm not gonna do what you asked me to do, or you're gonna compensate me fairly. And they're like, well, we could get another one of you. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to do that then. Bye. And they think I'm bluffing. I still remember this one job that I actually typed up my resignation letter in the morning after a conversation that I had with management. Typed up that resignation letter, and HR, it was a relatively small company, so HR was right downstairs, and I took that letter, I brought it downstairs, and I turned it in that day, and it said effective immediately. And they were shocked. I still remember the chief clinical director, which is, she was the third in terms of the company hierarchy. She was the third highest paid position in that organization. I got a call within an hour after handing that letter in, and I remember exactly where I was. I was doing some shopping. I was in a store and I was shopping. I get this call from her, and she's, bosses don't usually call people directly that are in my position. So they usually send a middleman or mid-management or something, or whatever. They don't talk to you like that. She called my line directly, and all of a sudden changed her tune from the conversation that we had. I think I had spoken to that person a couple of weeks ago when she came into the office and reamed me out. And it was like, oh, I heard that you turned in your resignation letter. What happened? And I was like, I've been telling you what's been happening. It's no surprise, I've been telling you that if X, Y, and Z doesn't change, I'm going to leave. And she was like, what do you need? More money? What can we do to make you stay? There was a desperation to it. And I really wanted to be like, there's nothing that you could do to make me stay. But yeah, I've told this story before for those who have been on here. Now, I want to see if I'm not seeing the messages again, because I haven't seen a message in a while. And one time it was because the chat was hidden, so I'm just double checking. Okay, y'all just aren't typing any messages. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more lap around, then I'm gonna get my run on. The run is probably gonna be a little slow because I have not actively been running for the last 2 to 3 weeks. But slow progress is better than no progress. All right. Hit the like button and subscribe button if you haven't. Can I pin this? Yes, I can. Thank you for that, Marshall. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, we're probably going to go for more of a a slow jog. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like a 5K. 5K is about 3 miles. So I'm probably gonna do maybe 10-minute miles, something like that. And then that's it. Slow and steady. So when I hop off here, I'm gonna do a little stretch because as you get older, you know, I'm pushing 40. I still got a few years to go, so I'm gonna enjoy my last, a little under 3 now, a little under 3 years. But even still, I've had some dramatic injuries due to thinking I can just jump out there. I have my 20-year high school reunion coming up next year. And interestingly, so I went to 2 high schools. I was different because my family moved a lot. So I'm in consideration, even though I only graduated from one. The other one that I did not graduate from, that's where I grew up. So my classmates that have been in contact with me recently, I'm like, you should show up. And I might. It's a 20-year, 10. So the 10-year is why I'm saying maybe. Because I would definitely have showed up. But my classmates had this what's it called? A Facebook group where everyone used to keep in contact. And when the 10-year was coming up, they were like, hey, is everybody coming for the 10-year? A lot of people confirmed. And I went for our 10-year reunion. And I was the only person from my whole class who showed up. So it's no guarantee. So I could either have 2 20-year reunions that I go to next year, or I could go to none. It's not going to do me any different. I mean, I don't know how I feel about reunions because I have not really been to one that people from my class attended. So I don't even know really what that would be like, honestly. But the other part about it is I'm not actively in contact with too many of my classmates. So I could possibly see that being somewhat awkward. I don't like fakeish interactions. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, because something I've learned about life, the day is not guaranteed. There's a long amount of time between now and whatever that would be, May of 2025. So cross that bridge when we come to it. Who knows where my life is going to be at that stage. I'll never attend my high school reunion. I despise each and every one of them. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, YouTube, for the algorithm surge that you temporarily gave me. Even though most of those people got blocked, or several of them did. And maybe only 1 or 2 of them will return. Your algorithm boosts give me like an extra, 2 to 3 cents when the pay comes in. So thanks for all you do for me, YouTube. But no, for real, thank you everybody who joined me here, the people who are regulars especially. And with peace and love, I'll be back. I can't say when I'm going to be back, just because I don't like to just jump on here and talk about nothing. I want to figure out some good topics to dive into. But I could be back today. We'll see. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you all.